everyone, and welcome to this week's stretch video. We're going to try and work our full body today. As I say every time, you can do this before exercise, after exercise, or just any time during the week if you just want to stretch out. Now you are going to need something with you, either, well, it depends on your capacity and your body. If you've got the movement in your body and the flexibility, you might need a yoga block. You could also use a pillow, a book, just anything that you can prop your hands on, just in case that you can't do some of the moves or don't have as much flexibility or movement in it. We are going to start coming down. We're going to step our left leg forward, and you're going to come down onto your knee and untuck those toes into a lunge. Tuck that pelvis forward, so you're basically just going to roll that pelvis forward and lean into that leg. So you'll be feeling it down the front of that leg. Good. You don't have to have your hands on your hips. You can have your hands on your knee if you want to as well. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands in a lovely prayer position, and you're going to twist to the left hand leg, and this elbow is going to come and prop onto that side. So I know I'm facing away from you right now, but you're going to prop onto this. Now you can stay in that position, or if you want to, if your body has the capacity to do it, you're going to untuck those toes and lift that body up, lift that back leg up, so your right leg. Stay in that twist position. You want to really be making sure that you're trying to twist that chest all the way up. So you should be feeling it opening down the front of your hip flexors. I just fell over, sorry. Front of your hip flexors and opening up that chest. It's quite a strength pose. So if it's quite strenuous on that leg, you can just pop that knee down. That's totally fine. We're going to hold it for a little bit longer. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to pop your hands down on the floor. Now, this is the time that you're either going to bring your blocks in, your block or your book, or you can go on the floor. It just depends on what your body has and if it's open to. And you're going to straighten that front leg out. So I said if you've got your blocks, you can pop your hands up onto this. Make sure that your legs, both your legs are straight. I'm lucky that I do have a little bit more capacity to come back down to the floor. That toe, that front leg, so your left leg, those feet are not pointing upwards, those toes are not pointing upwards, they're staying down, grounded on the floor. Perfect. Slowly come out of that, pop your knee back down on the ground, untuck those toes, lift your chest up. This position here, we're going to do another twist. So with your right arm on your left leg, you're going to pop your hand almost just behind your knee, and you're going to twist that body round to the side again. So you twist it round. Now, if you have the movement, it doesn't matter if not, but you're going to stay in that twist. If you have the movement, you can bring that right leg up and pop your hand on it. Almost like this lovely little mermaid position, right? But that's only if you have the full body to do this. If my knee just clicked. If your knee's clicking or if it's hurting your knee, just come forward, because you do not want to be directly on top of that kneecap. You want to be sort of on the quad muscle above the kneecap. You can also just keep your foot propped up, so your toes tucked up. If you can't reach all the way around, either pop your hand onto your glute or onto the back of your leg. Twisting round. Untwist yourself. Bring your hands down to the floor, and you're going to slowly push yourself back, sit yourself back onto your feet. So onto your back foot, your right foot, and this is when your left toes are going to start pointing towards the sky. Now, you can either pop your hand onto that foot if you can reach it. Don't worry if you can't reach it, and give yourself an extra bit of pressure behind that foot just to stretch it out even more. So we're working our hip flexors, working our sides, our adductors, abductors, quads. It's a lovely full body leg stretch. If you can't reach your toes, again, it's no problem if not. We want to make sure that we're not rounding like this, trying to reach it. You can keep your back up straight. You can either put your hand on your shins or on your quad. Do not pop it on your knee because that means it will lock out and we could damage it a little bit more. Come out of that, bring your left leg back, just tap those toes on the floor. Ooh. And we're going to swap position. So your right leg's going to come up. Perfect. So you're in this lunge position and you're going to pop your hands into that prayer, twist that body around. Ooh. Yes. Feel it. So you're going to try and, you don't want to be sort of looking straight down. We're going to try and be looking up to the sky with that chest as much as possible. You're going to stay in this position, so make sure you bring those hips forward a little bit. If you need to, we're going to tuck our toes and lift our back leg up. So our left leg is now off of the ground. If not, you can stay down in this position. That's totally fine as well. This takes a lot of balance. So we're working on our balance as well. We're working on our strength. We're working on everything. Good. Just hold this a little bit more. Right, make sure that you try and bring yourself extra push, chest to the sky. What you're going to do here is you're going to come round. This is when you need those blocks. You're going to try and straighten that front leg. You might need to pop yourself up a little bit more with that back leg. So I just needed to bring my leg a bit closer so I was able to just do that movement. As I said, you can either be on the floor if you've got the capacity in the back of your legs, or you can have your blocks, books, anything that you're using to prop yourself up either side. That foot is down on the floor, it's not pointing to the sky. You'll make sure that you're not locking it out too much because otherwise you might start to feel a little bit of pain behind the back of your knee. We don't like pain behind the back of the knee unless it's a muscle pull, well, not muscle pull, but you feel like you're stretching your muscle rather than anything else. Hold this for a little bit longer. Bring yourself down onto that knee. We're just going to lean ourselves forward, tuck that pelvis forward, untuck that back toe for a second, and just really feel it in the front of the leg. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and pop it just behind that knee again, and you're going to twist that body. Twist that body. We're looking behind us, want to make sure that that chest is staying pretty straight and not rounding over. And now this is when if you have the capacity to, you can bring yourself up, bring that leg up and pop your hand on it. You're just giving it a little bit of a push. You're not pulling it, you're not, trying to yank it towards your bum. Now if you can get your foot up, but you can't reach it, that's totally fine. You might have a belt, you might have something, a wire near you that you can just quickly give it something so that if your hands, I've got quite short arms, so sometimes I can't reach it as much. I'm going to hold this, remember to lean forward so you're not directly on that kneecap. Slowly pop it down. My kneecap just clicked again. And you're going to come and sit, so tuck those toes under, your left toes under. Sit back onto this leg and point your toes towards the sky. If you can, pop your hand behind your toes, behind your foot. Just give it a bit of resistance, a bit of extra help. If not, shin or quad, but not that kneecap. Perfect. Now untuck, pop that leg back, and you're just going to stay on your all fours. If you need to right now, pop something underneath your knees, because we're going to be on your knees for a little bit longer. We're going to do cat-cow, so you're going to slowly push that belly towards the ground, push your head up to the sky, and your bum up to the sky. And reverse that. Oh, I felt my spine go click, 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 click as I did that. Push it back down to the floor. We're going to do one more. Push it up to the sky. Oh, well done. Now we're just going to open up our shoulders and our chest. So you're going to keep this bum high up in the sky, and you're going to walk these hands out. Keep the bum high up. So we usually go into child's pose, where you sit on your bum down We're keeping that high up, this puppy pose. So you're walking that chest and those hands out, you're walking your chest towards the ground, towards the floor. So you want to make sure that you're sort of, as I said, puppy, you know when you see puppies playing, you want to make sure that you're trying to get those shoulders opening, that chest opening. You can either pop your forehead on the floor, your chin on the floor, or you can pop your cheek to the side. It's whatever feels good within your body. So walk those fingers out as far as you can. You'll be feeling a stretch along your armpits. This is also opening your shoulders and opening your chest. Keep breathing. Good. Then we're just going to slowly come out of that and come onto our backs. So we're just going to do, this is our final pose. What we're going to do, because we've opened up our hip flexors, we've opened up our sides, we've done our shoulders, chest, we're just going to open up around this bit a little bit more. You're going to prop yourself up into a glute bridge position. Walk, interlace your fingers behind you and walk those shoulders back. If you can, walk those shoulders back behind you. Keep holding, so you're going to walk them, so this is opening up the chest, opening up those shoulders. Good. As I said, you can keep your fingers interlaced behind you. If you need to, you can come and pop them onto your belly, but make sure that those shoulders are not coming out. We're opening up that chest, we're opening up that torso. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep breathing with this one. We'll hold it for a few more breaths. And slowly roll yourself down. So you want to go spine by vertebra. You don't want to be all coming down straight at the same time. Slowly. Good. Down we come. Well done. Perfect. Untuck those shoulders. Roll yourself out. Bring yourself up. My headband's just fallen off. Bring yourself up. And roll those shoulders back. So we've worked a lot of lower body today, but we did open up our shoulders, open up our chest, open up a bit of those arms. So well done. As I said, you can do this whenever you want. You can do it before exercise, after exercise, or if you just need some movement during the day. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.